Hi everybody, and welcome to your October reading by sign. Let's see who we're reading for next. Libra. Welcome Libra, and happy birthday in tropical astrology. And then we'll have Libra coming up around the middle of October in sidereal. So we do have the new moon solar eclipse October 14th, and that'll be happening in the sign of Virgo at 27 degrees. And then we have the full moon partial lunar eclipse October 28th happening at 11 degrees Aries, also sidereal. So Aries is directly opposite from you, so if you have anything around 11 degrees Libra, then this lunar eclipse could have a particular impact on you. Well, since the nodes moved into your sign, all these eclipses will, as the North and South node transit Aries and Libra. So let's see what message we have for you this month. And then, of course, we have Halloween on the 31st, where the veil is the thinnest. That, and April 30th going into May 1st. Let's take a look here. Underneath, we have the Three of Water, the Three of Cups. All right. Celebration, good company. Let's see what we are enjoying this month. We have the Father, the Emperor card, Desire, number 20, Judgment, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, it's you, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Coins. All right. All right, so for some of you, if this is not your situation, maybe check out your moon or rising sign, but this does look like a third-party situation, perhaps a disruption in the home, a destabilization of a long-term relationship. Somebody could be cheating with the Three of Cups here and the Desire card showing up, the Three of Swords resulting in heartbreak for somebody. Somebody always gets hurt, even if you're all informed. This could be an open partnership or relationship. But somebody usually ends up getting hurt, like in these polyamorous relationships, people, could get jealous still. But do whatever you feel is right for you in your love life. So this Queen of Swords figure may be deciding to walk away or end things. It may result in leaving of a home or becoming uprooted. I don't know why I started shuffling these first. Let's just get one message. Powerful manifestations of wishes and goals, harnessing universal energy. So I just heard careful what you wish for. And, you just might get it, but in a different way than you anticipated. So maybe that could be the heartbreak as well. Remember, when manifesting, to bind down the action not wanted as part of what you speak into existence. And underneath, we have healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. So taken in reverse, this person could be coming, or you could be coming from an unstable partnership. And having undergone this healing, this could be something that you brought in for yourself, a partnership that your soul is ready for. Which it could be this unification in the Four of Wands, and this desire as seen by a divine masculine energy, or if you are the divine masculine, stepping into that role and attracting this feminine. Okay, so let's take a look at some oracle cards for you, get a little more information on which scenario is affecting you. But with the Six of Coins being there, also depicting the scales of Libra, this person could have Libra rising or moon. But also somebody who is your mirror, who is your equal, your reflection. We have Uranus, radically change. So this is a radical change from whether you're leaving a relationship or coming into one. It's a change in your status. Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. Aries, independent, bravery, and passion. And fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. So bravery being mentioned twice. Someone here has a brave heart in order to step into partnership. Despite their past wounds, they're willing to give it another try. And in others who are seeking independence from their circumstance or situation, finding the bravery in your heart to walk away and become this independent Queen of Swords figure, to go your own way. Aries, full moon lunar eclipse, end of the month. So this could be a departure, or we just had the full moon in Aries in tropical astrology at the end of September. But Mercury is the magician. It's the transformation, taking the power into your hands. You're ultimately at the helm this month as far as steering this partnership. It's up to you. You can't wait on this other person to make a decision. It's really, they're going to continue doing what they're doing regardless. It's up to you to make a choice if you want things to change. So let's take a look at, we'll get a goddess card here. Any goddess support for the feminine? We have White Tara, sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So again, some of you might be feeling the toxicity of a certain situation, and this is a sign for you to seek purification, to distance yourself from these harsh energies that might be causing heartache or stress in some part. If you're going the opposite direction, it's like this is a two-way reading. Then you are, by doing this, by removing yourself from those harsh energies, you've prepared yourself for a more elevated experience. And we have Sekhmet, be strong. You're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So we have strength and bravery showing up very strongly. You could have very strong fire placements as well. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, especially since we have the Archer here. Sagittarius, that's, exploration, long distance travel, learning, philosophy, and spirituality. I mean, it could just be a spiritual test that you're under fire, that you're navigating right now. But it's like you have all this strength built up from previous experience. Each one of these stones is a past experience for you. It's a lesson that's helped you build this. And you're the one in the center, like being unmoved, holding it all together. No matter how hard they test you, it's like you keep standing like this pillar of strength. You won't be tempted this month. With the desire card here, it's not you being tempted. Somebody else is. Your will is stronger, though. And underneath the deck we have Mother Mary, expect a miracle, have faith. Your prayers have been heard and are being answered. All right. Angels and ancestors, what message for Libra? Ooh, warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Okay, so stand by your ground. Stand by your principles. You're not sacrificing them for anyone or anything. So there's been a line drawn in the sand, and this is your boundary, and you are enforcing that. The Shield Maiden, make plans and focus, and be graceful in movement and action. So if you are leaving a situation, there is a diplomatic way to do that without causing a scene or extra drama or energy being harvested by either party. So being the bigger person, basically, taking the high road out of a situation. Okay, so underneath we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Like I said, some of you are being tested. Let's check out your journey card. Play. All right, so it's almost like make a game out of it, right? It feels like a chess game, like making strategic moves. Abundance. All right. It's like the less serious you take something, the less you show that you're affected by it in a negative way, the more you'll be rewarded in the end. Let's see your Queen of the Moon Oracle for Libra. We have pleasure. Okay, play and pleasure. I would say, again, what's simple advice, but do what makes you happy. Put your happiness and enjoyment of life first in this partnership. If they're not trying as hard as you are, then don't try to overcompensate. Take care of your needs. You don't always have to take care of the other person. Yeah, underneath is the void, the new moon, the dark moon. This is an indication some of you are going to kind of take a leap of faith into the unknown and depart from what is familiar to embark on something new. And that takes a lot of strength and courage and bravery. So you could have absorbed a lot of energy under this last Leo new moon in September. That's kind of given you the strength to take action at this point. All right. Let's check out your animal medicine. The Swan, number 39. Okay, and the title of this card is Grace, and here we have the Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. So there's something to be said, again, taking these things in stride with grace, with resilience, as these tests come through your life. So little Swan flew through the dream time looking for a future. She rested for a moment in the coolness of the pond, looking for a way to find the entry point to the future. This is a moment of confusion for Swan, as she knew she had happened into the dreamtime by accident. This was her first time alone, and she was a bit concerned by the dreamtime landscape. As Swan looked high above Sacred Mountain, she saw the biggest swirling black hole she had ever seen. Dragonfly came flying by, and Swan stopped him to ask about the black hole. Dragonfly said, "Swan, that is the doorway to the other planes of imagination. I have been guardian of the illusion for many, many moons. If you want to enter here, you would have to ask permission and earn the right." Swan was not so sure that she wanted to enter the black hole. She asked Dragonfly what was necessary for her to earn entry. Dragonfly replied, "You must be willing to accept whatever the future holds as it is presented, without trying to change Great Spirit's plan." Swan looked at her ugly little duckling body and then answered, "I will be happy to abide by Great Spirit's plan. I won't fight the currents of the black hole. I will surrender to the flow of the spiral and trust what I am shown." It's interesting, they put surrender in italics. And this card, Pleasure, it looks remarkably illustrated, similar to the one called Surrender or Release. But it's just having that faith. It's like, it looks like a leap of faith into the void here. Dragonfly was happy with Swan's answer and began to spin the magic to break the pond's illusion. Suddenly, Swan was engulfed by a whirlpool in the center of the pond. Swan reappeared many days later, but now she was graceful and white and long-necked. Dragonfly was stunned. "Swan, what happened to you?" he exclaimed. Swan smiled and said, "Dragonfly, I learned to surrender my body to the power of Great Spirit and was taken to where the future lives. I saw many wonders high on Sacred Mountain, and because of my faith and my acceptance, I have been changed. I have learned to accept the state of grace." Dragonfly was very happy for Swan. Swan told Dragonfly many of the wonders beyond the illusion. Though her healing and her acceptance of the state of grace, she was given the right to enter the dreamtime. So it is that we learn to surrender to the grace of the rhythm of the universe and slip from our physical bodies into the dreamtime. Swan medicine teaches us to be at one with all planes of consciousness and to trust in Great Spirit's protection. If you pulled Swan, it ushers in a time of altered states of awareness and a development of your intuitive abilities. Swan medicine people have the ability to see the future, to surrender to the power of Great Spirit, and to accept the healing and transformation of their lives. The Swan card is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. If you are resisting your self-transformation, relax. It will be easier if you go with the flow. Stop denying that you know who is calling when the phone rings. Pay attention to your hunches and your gut knowledge, and honor your female intuitive side. So, this is whatever, like I said, this radical change that's coming for you with Uranus there. It is for your greater good. Again, it's changing the status of your relationship from single to coupled or vice versa. But the more you go with the flow, the less you resist, the easier it will be to not force details or try to control the outcome. It's already been set into motion. This is a true time to release and let, I mean, the dice are mid-roll right now, right? They're about to settle and show you the result. You can't do anything now about what's been cast. All right, let's see what we have. Legends, learn from those who inspire you. Okay. And cheer up, live in the moment. Okay, so the Three of Swords did show up in the beginning of this reading. And of course, pleasure's there, pleasure and play. That's a great antidote for you. Indulging in that personal time, doing what makes you happy is going to help you transform, help you let go, instead of trying to be the dominant force in an outcome. The saying, let go, relax, play, don't stress over the details. And, you know, enjoy the transformation, enjoy the ride. And underneath we have originality, blaze your own trail. All right. I got a rune for Gemini, so let me get you a rune, Libra. Oh, well, there's Birch Tree. So if you want to read about it, you can go check out their reading, because they're an air sign too. All right, I think this is the fire rune. I forget the name of it, though. Now we had some fire show up here in the Four of Wands. And Aries and Mars, I believe. All right. Yes, it is pronounced Kenaz, which means torch. It's the creation's fire with torch transforming hearth and hall. I mentioned Sagittarius heavily too, with the archer being there. I often envision this card as having a flaming arrow pointed. So that could be seen as an Ace of Wands, the torch as well. That new beginning that I mentioned some would take in the Void card here as the new moon. So this rune has its meaning. The Anglo-Saxon rune poem describes the domestic uses of a pine torch. Its emphasis on warmth, light, protected environment. It's a rune of hearth and home, the safe setting in which even the noble warriors can take their ease. So the Four of Wands even did show up here. You know, that is the card of hearth and home. And I believe Gemini even got that card as well. Okay. If Kenaz is associated with runes of fertility and artistry in a reading or rune spell, it probably will mean creative work. If it is combined with runes of strength, it may mean purifying force or uncontrolled passion. Well, we did have strength and bravery show up again, so I would consider that a force of uncontrolled passion. If the context is mystical, it might mean illumination. Garrison says it means controlled fire, destruction for the purposes of creation, or in a negative context, disintegration without reintegration or unguided shaping. For Peterson, it means affliction, distress, something that will get worse if left unattended. Oswin, on the other hand, associates it with clarity of thought, insight, and reconcentrated effort. It is used to throw light on difficult questions and illuminate the hidden causes of problems. It can be used in conjunction with Raidho and Awaz for spirit travel, to light the way as a weapon or a light to attract good influences. Okay. So for a lot of you, I feel like you are blazing a new trail in creativity, or in your playful mind, in your childlike mind, because children are the most creative, and being in that state is what helps you create your most abundant future. There's strength and bravery behind pursuing that way of creation. Some people, it's relying strongly on faith in yourself and the power of the universe to respond to your manifestation desires. So, I mean, you even could be, again, a legend in somebody else's story. You could be seeming superhuman almost. And that what's some of you are the Emperor, or you're attracting an Emperor as a result. But yeah, fire can also heal wounds. It can also sear and stop the bleeding. Because normally the Three of Swords is depicted with, you know, 3 swords piercing a heart. And I just feel like there is, with the healing card showing up here, a cauterization of the wound. This fire element's helping you move forward. We're going to have Mars moving into your sign, Libra, on October 3rd in sidereal. So that is an injection of masculine fire energy into getting things done, into meeting your goals. Or like I said, you have to be the one who decides here. You're the one who has to take action. And there's the fire, that's right. Confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Yeah. Okay, alchemy card for you, and we'll have to wrap this up. All right, Libra. We have the pneuma, the breath. Well, that's your element, air. Breathing life into creations into being. That's what abracadabra means. I speak as I create. And underneath we have Pluto, so transformation, change. There's definitely a change underway. Same with the butterfly showing up here on the Mercury card. So pneuma is inspiration, presence, life force. There is no more direct way to practice alchemy than to study pneuma. We all have access to the mystical phenomenon known as the breath. It occurs at every moment, gracing us with the gift of existence upon the physical plane. If alchemy, as is suggested in this book, is the merging of physical and mystical, then this card serves as our ever-reliant bridge. It is the magical within us, the expanding and generating life force that animates our life. This card may appear simple, but it is not. No matter how advanced you are in studying the breath, if you heed this message of this card, you will find it has more to teach. Bow to it at this very moment, and you will discover the work revitalizes itself. New space opens. Pneuma is your lifelong alchemy ally, stating its love with every inhale and exhale. Okay, when the Pneuma card appears, it is a call to make room to expand and soften the approach to the work. The other card present in the reading may benefit from more spaciousness too. It is no coincidence that nearly every spiritual and mystical lineage bows to the breath via observation of it, meditation, breath techniques, pranayama, or chanting or song. Okay, and Gemini rules the lungs as well. So if you feel called to that reading, go ahead and check it out. Let's get some angels here to wrap this up. We have gratitude for the abundance, absolutely. For the change, for the lesson. There's grace again showing up since we had the swan. Did we not? Yes, we did. I found it here. So the title of that being Grace and the monk being graceful. Synthesis, that's transmutation. And alchemy. Anything else for... Oh, and responsibility, yeah. As you gain, with great power comes great responsibility, right? And relaxation. All right, so there will be time to rest and receive. That's what the play is there for. Remember not to take it so seriously. All right, Libra. I hope you have a beautiful October. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.